Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the greatest mysteries of the ancient world. How exactly were the pyramids of Egypt built? Now, we've all seen the pictures, we've heard the legends, but the deeper you look, the more mysterious it becomes. These weren't just piles of stone, they were precision engineered monuments, built without modern tools, cranes or even wheels, yet they still stand. So let's unravel the secrets of the pyramids together. Let's start with the big one. The Great Pyramid of Giza. Now this was built over 4,500 years ago, and it originally stood 147 meters tall. That's about 480 feet. Now for more than 4,000 years, it was the tallest structure in the world. Now here's the wild part. It weighs around 6 million tons. That's 12 times heavier than the Burj Khalifa. They built it with no cranes, no bulldozers, not even wheels. So why were these giant structures ever built? Well, most scholars believe they were royal tombs, built to honor pharaohs and guide them into the afterlife. The Great Pyramid is said to be built for Pharaoh Khufu. Next to it are two others, one for his son and one for his grandson. These weren't just graves, they were spiritual launch pads into eternity, filled with jewels, food and ritual items. Anything that the pharaoh might need in the next life. But here's the twist. When archaeologists explored the Great Pyramid, they found no treasure and they found no body, just an empty stone sarcophagus. That lack of evidence opened the floodgates for theories. Some people believe the pyramids weren't tombs at all, but ancient power plants. Others say they were built by aliens or used for advanced technology. Now, these theories are fun to think about, but most of them, well, they lack real evidence. Still, the mystery continues. So let's address a popular myth, that the pyramids were built by slaves. Hollywood loves this story. Whips, starvation, cruelty, but archaeology tells a different tale. These workers were respected, well fed, and they were very highly skilled. They even had their own housing near the pyramids. Farmers helped during flood season. When crops couldn't be grown, it wasn't slavery. It was a national project and a source of pride. So let's talk engineering. Building the Great Pyramid took around 20 years. That's placing one stone every 3 minutes, all day, every day, for 20 years. That's 5.5 million tons of limestone, 8,000 tons of granite, 500,000 tons of mortar, and all of it moved without wheels. To cut the stones, they used copper chisels and dolerite. To move them, they used sledges pulled over sand. In 2014, scientists found something fascinating. An ancient painting showed workers pouring water on the sand. It turns out just the right amount of water cuts friction in half. Smart, right? But what about stacking the stones? The most accepted theory is ramps. Straight ramps, zigzag ramps, even spiral ones. In 2015, archaeologists found a wooden ramp system in a quarry. It might have been a prototype. Others think they used levers or counterweights. Simple tools, brilliant results. And here's where it gets mind-blowing. The Great Pyramid aligns almost perfectly with true north. Just 1/15 of a degree off. How? No compasses, no GPS? Well, some think they used the autumn equinox. Others say they aligned it using stars like Orion's belt. That's the basis of the Orion correlation theory. But that theory is debated. Still, it shows how advanced their astronomical knowledge was. But here's something really wild. We still can't replicate the mortar they used. Now, we know what it's made of, but we can't make it work the same way. And the outer layer? It was once covered in gleaming white limestone, reflecting the sun like a mirror. Most of it's gone now, but traces remain at the top of Khufu's pyramid, just enough to imagine how dazzling these pyramids once looked. Some people say there's no way ancient humans could have built this, so they credit aliens. but honestly, that's underestimating human ingenuity. The Egyptians were brilliant. They had no electricity, but they had math, observation, and a lot of determination. They worked together for decades to build something that would last forever. So where does that leave us? Well, there are still gaps in what we know, but science is okay with that because mystery drives curiosity, and curiosity fuels discovery. We don't need to invent wild stories. We need to keep asking questions. So what do you think? How do you believe the pyramids were built? Do you buy the ramp theory, the water sledges, something else entirely? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more amazing history content. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious.